another Reddit topic. Topic title is I hope the next I hope the next Warframe's design goes back to the very early days of Warframe.
Mm-hmm.
Original topic says, I love every design of new Warframes. I love how they get how extra they get.
Mm-hmm.
Severgoth wearing his shadow as a coat. A great line choice. Lavos with all the tubing and vials. How do you spell vials?
My brain says yes and no at the same time, and I don't know why.
Okay.
Files.
Looks amazing.
Here you go.
Okay, looks amazing. Vivara Prime jellyfish design is phenomenal. I also really, really love how simple the early Warframes were. Excalibur being a very simple and smooth design now really shows off the biomechanized and purpose-built creature. There is no fluff to its creation, and it doesn't need anything extra. Its only purpose is speed and murder.
Right, do you want the difference?
Go on.
A vial is a glass vessel or bottle, especially a small bottle for medicine, while vial is a glass vessel or bottle, especially a small bottle used to store medicines or perfume.
Who typically spells it with a PH?
No, they're different words. They're definitely different things. They are different forms of what's essentially the same word. Going to small container for holding liquid. French, fiole. It's in Latin.
Wait,
everything does.
Wait, didn't you just read out the same? Didn't you read out the same? Like, sorry, what was the differences between the two definitions?
The only difference was that vial also apparently could contain perfume. It's a small glass bottle, or a small glass bottle. Both of them say a small glass vessel or bottle, especially a small bottle for medicine. Whereas the vial one said a small bottle to store medicine or perfume. They're basically the same thing. But I would go with vials. Vial feels wrong. It's French.
Right. So let's talk about this.
No politics. No politics.
Oh, no
announcements how we've won. I think it's the 26th war against the French.
Anyway. Right, so let's move. Are you talking about Brexit again?
No, about fishing boats.
Oh, okay. Brexit then?
No? Well, maybe. Tangentially. Let's move on.
Right, so the whole point is, the aesthetic of the Warframes were great. Could we go back to them?
Yes. Okay. So, obviously, I like Excalibur. You like Oberon. Very old frames. If you, apart from those two, because I'm going to put those on little pedestals, and you know those are both of our favourites. We don't need to that. Name two other Warframes that you like the aesthetic of. That you would put high regard. I don't want to say favourites or things like that. Like, two examples you like. Say you had to show Warframe. Hang on. This is how I'm going to do it. Say you had to show. You're trying to explain Warframe to someone who hasn't played it before, right? Obviously, Oberon and Excalibur are both discounted because they're our favourites. Choose the two Warframes you would use to show a visual thing of what a Warframe is.
So hard because I don't do that.
Yeah.
More about the function.
I know we both are. We both understand. What's art? Doodle. We don't know.
Yeah. Definitely Nova. 100% Nova.
Okay.
Yeah. What would be the next one? It also depends on the person because I tailor this. If they like weird and gross, disgusting things, I'd say Nidus.
No, you're not. No, you don't know this person. It's your job. Every 10 minutes, you get random people walking in. You don't know nothing. They are an empty slate to you.
Nova. I'm trying to think of like the most recent one. Most recent one. God, who have we had most recently?
Protea.
No.
Oh God, I've been playing it. I'm probably playing it in the bloody footage. Baku.
Garuda. No.
Garuda was ages ago.
Oh, not Garuda. Grendel. That's
Oh, Grendel. Yeah, Sevagoth.
No.
Gauss.
Gauss, I would.
Wisp.
No. If it was the Gauss helmet, yes, I would show off Wisp. But if it's just the generic Wisp helmet, no.
Okay, I would probably pick.
What was?
Hildren was the next one I said.
No.
Protea. Going back far, the Baruch.
No.
Nidus.
See, again, like I would Nidus if they're into weird, disgusting.
Yeah, you're
things,
not. But no, this is like you think you've got like a job for people off the street. So that's nice.
Yeah, Nova Gauss.
Nova Gauss. Okay, I'd probably go Titania and either Rhino or Hildren. They're very similar. They still look kind of the same thing because I think it'd be good to show that kind of overpowering like aesthetic thing because it visually goes, oh yeah, look how big that thing is. It's powerful, you know. It visualizes the power. Both those Warframes do that very well, I think. That's what I do. So yeah, interesting. So you picked, sorry, what was it? Nova and Gauss. Okay, so we've both got newish Warframes and an oldish Warframe in that. Okay, I was wondering if we both picked like nothing but old ones. Like, you know, if we went Rhino and Mag, you know.
Well, like, part of me wanted to go, I would go Loki. No, I wouldn't go Loki.
No, I wouldn't go
Loki. I wouldn't go Loki. Like, his knave skin, like, actually, that's what I should do. With my legion of, what's called Warframe fan artist friends, I should get them to do a new design for Loki and Oberon. You want a new one? No, you don't need a Excalibur. You got too many for Excalibur.
Exactly.
Excalibur like skin. It's like, no, do a deluxe design for Oberon or Loki. Like, let's just flood DE with designs for Oberon and Loki.
Well, if you have the money, because if you, I'll laugh at you and poke you with a big stick if you say you pay your artists through exposure. If you're willing to hire artists and you have an idea, go for it. I'd say. I mean, there's loads of stuff in Gen and stuff like that gets, you know, he sees the idea and then runs with it. Yeah. But interesting. I thought I wanted to see which ones we'd choose, and because I would say there's some Warframes I would never pick to show for that. My example, like I wouldn't pick Mesa. I wouldn't pick Protea. I feel that they look like they're wearing clothes. I don't think they. I'm not big fan of their aesthetics for this reason. Baruch is another one.
Limbo.
Like, Octavia's all right. I'd pick Octavia because it's, you know, it displays the, you know, with the extra bits and pieces. Limbo, I don't feel like I think Limbo is like Frost in that it actually does a good way of blending what looks like clothes with the biomechanical mesh. The only thing with Limbo is
gigantic Play-Doh back, right?
Yeah, exactly. But the Play-Doh back is better than Mesa's nice cropped little short jackets or Protea's head scarfy thing, and looks like they're wearing clothes and dangly bits.
I do get where you're coming from, but the problem for me with Limbo's giant, you know, the one shade of black.
That's the issue with Limbo. Is not the actual model; it's the skin, and you can fix that with skins. Like, just equip a skin. No, it's the way that it's coloured. That we can only Oh well, okay, yeah, but at least it's halfway there. Like, you can't not make Mesa look like it's wearing a jacket. I mean, you can make it the other way. Like, there's that really cool Nova skin that looks like it's wearing a hat and like almost World War II aesthetic clothes. It's, you know, just subtly. You can do it that way, but if it looks like it's wearing clothes, I've yet to see somebody that makes me look like Mesa isn't wearing a duster jacket, or that Protea isn't wearing clothes. They're just that's just my two that I don't like pulling up as examples. But still, okay, so
right.
So they say, okay, so for the next Warframes design goes back to the very days of Warframe. How do you feel about this then? Do you feel there's anything bad with the newer Warframes?
Aesthetically, no.
Okay.
Functionally, yes.
Yeah, see, I'm much more on the function. There are a few Warframes, like I've just said, Mesa and Protea, where I have like niggling issues. But I think in the past I've been a bit negative for this exact reason, saying, oh, they need to go back. These days, though, I mean, I look at some of the newer ones. Gauss, I think we both love Gauss, don't we? Gauss just looks cool. I liked Hildren. Aesthetically. Yeah, I'm talking aesthetics here. We'll get to the functional. That's where we have the big issue. Aesthetically, I like Gauss. Hildren's one of my favorites. I mean, Wisp is cool, but Wisp looks like she's wearing clothes again.
The Gauss helmet. It needs to be the Gauss alt helmet.
Yes. Okay. That's fair enough. But at least if it's I'll give you the. How about you can allow the alt helmets, because basically I think even DE calls Bastet is basically Valkyr's default helmet these days. They're like, we're just gonna shy away from that, Valkyr.
If I'm allowed to have alt helmets, I would definitely pick Wisp over Gauss.
Really?
Yes.
Mm.
It's just her dome helmet looks just so.
I mean, when I say alt helmets, I mean the first one they come with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Came with the Gauss helmet.
Right. Okay. So. Though you were going to say, I mean, look, yeah, I mean, this person is really talking about the aesthetics. Have you played Lavos much? I haven't played.
Played him a bit. Really detested the whole cooldown based ability. And I was just like, no, I do not get on with, like, the thing I love about Warframe is the fact that it's down to the energy efficiency, as opposed to like the energy economy, as opposed to I press the button and I'll wait.
Right, and yeah, go hide while it ticks down.
Just wait.
So the last thing they say there is, also, I really love how simple the early Warframes were. Excalibur being very simple and smooth design really shows off the mechanicalized and purpose-built creature. There is no fluff to its creation, and it doesn't need anything extra. Its only purpose is speed and... Well, as we can right now even take quite a good look at the Excalibur aesthetic, it's, yeah, it is, okay, I would say it's quite plain, but... It doesn't really bring anything more to the table. Like, you wouldn't call it a swordsman from the default Warframe, but that's what basically it's supposed to be. Until it, pulls out an exalted. So would you like to see another Warframe as simple as Loki, Excalibur, Mag, Rhino? Visually.
Pause. Yes, I do. I think I would like to see some newer Warframes, more in the design of... Actually, yeah, no. One thing I actually kind of miss with newer Warframes is the diminished appearance of cloth physics.
The diminished appearance of cloth physics?
Yeah, so like a lot of the more recent Warframes have cloth physics on them. Be it like a small, something dangling off their hip. Why can't it be like more streamlined, simplistic Wait, my webcam's all fucked.
Oh. Right. Go.
Yeah, so I'd like to see more Warframes that are the more simple design, like Loki, like Nova. It's great having these complex designs, but at the same time, I think I'd rather keep those to the deluxe skins, because deluxe skins are always going to be massive, more fanciful premium things.
Yeah, they're premium.
Yeah, like, look at the upcoming Ember skin designed by Debbie Sheen, right? It looks utterly amazing, especially with the weird blade feet.
Blade feet? Or like the holes in the back.
Oh, there's that too. The caved-in lava back. Yeah,
so cool.
But the whole point is that there's no room realistically to go backwards into simplicity. It's always forwards into complexity.
Well, okay, so the Excalibur, you say that, but the Excalibur design. So if you look at it, there's the arm blades. Yeah, see those arm blades?
Yeah.
There's a bit of like piping and tubing on the bottom that flows it. The arm, under the arm, there's these little bits down here, as you see on both sides, that are like a sort of almost like heart monitor stuff going down there. There's the neck, which isn't
but
symmetrical.
texture-wise, it's fine. Texture-wise is nice and complicated.
No, it's not. It's
right?
quite simple. I mean, I'm literally listing all the points of describing it. Apart from that, there's nothing else really. There's again, the heart monitor stuff, which is not symmetrical on one side, not the other. And then there's these hip things. Oh, see, if I had my feet trackers, which should be here soon, I could lift my legs up, but I can't. Anyway, I wobbled a bit there, didn't I? So you got these on the hips here. You can see these bits here where the guns go. There's this protrusion here, and then that's about it, really. That's it. I mean, apart from that, there's not much more to the design. And then, this is how older designs worked: is they focus primarily on the helmet. The helmet is where there was the big expressive and motive stuff. And since then, obviously, they can add more stuff, as you saying, like the cloth physics, the extra bits. Like, I swear, if you got DE to design a radiation-based Warframe or a time-based Warframe now, like the time-based one would probably have like a giant clock shoulder or something. It wouldn't be simple. It wouldn't be, and the radiation one would probably have like giant spouting rocks coming out of it that are all radioactive or something. I would say that they're trying to do a lot because at the same time. Sorry, you want to say? Sorry.
But my point is, if they're going to expand and become super expressive with the Warframe's design, when they do a deluxe skin for said Warframe, it's not going to be a simple design.
No.
It's not going to be. It's going to be something even more fanciful,
more verbose. Yes.
So, yes, I would like to see a simplistic design for a newer Warframe, just to
The other thing I was going to think,
homage, but
yeah, it would be nice to pay homage. But I think the other thing is that when a new Warframe comes out, DE needs that. They almost want it to steal the show these days. It has to be the next big thing. It can't be a next reserved kind of subtle throwback to the old days. No. It needs to go front page on Steam. It needs to go on the website. It needs to go on side banners, let everyone know. Cool looking new Warframe. What's that? Oh, it catches my eye. Bizarre, plain old Excalibur these days is a bit old hat.
I want to make a terrible joke.
Go for
it. It's a bit adult. I don't know if I should say it.
Well, go for it.
Page 3 Warframe.
Page 3 Warframe. Page 3 doesn't exist anymore.
I didn't actually.
No, they got rid of it. I'm pretty sure they did.
Oh, fair enough.
That's also, I think, more of a British thing, by the way, as well.
No, I totally know it's a British thing, but I mean, I'm pretty sure people could Google it and things, but
Yeah.
Anyway, the whole point is, I would like to see simplistic designs of a Warframe for the future.
Do you know, I would like to see them do premium, like sub-premium skins, a range basically of minimalized Warframe designs for each Warframe.
God, there was this big phase in the early 2010s of wallpaper, minimalist wallpapers.
Right.
Where you get like, here's a character of an anime and things like that. And they would like really dumb down the detail.
Okay.
Yeah. And like there was a huge phase of this on the internet. Like, I swear, like the early 2010s.
You mean wallpaper for websites or for houses?
No. Desktops. Like computer desktops.
See.
Yeah. Anyway, should we go to the replies?
Yes, let's move on. Yes. I think we were debating whether or not we'd like to complain about how they function, but I think that's not what this topic's about. No. Let's keep going. So we go to replies, shall we?
Replies.
I like a balance between simple and complex. I think Wisp is a good example of this. She's got that sleek, almost vanilla Warframe look to her, and could totally fit in with the OG frames, but she's still got some detail, and her movement is more complex than the old frames. Oh, that's it. And her movement is more complex than the old frames. Okay. Well, she's floating. Yeah?
I'd say she's a lot more. She certainly fits the style a lot more than Warframes like Harrow or Nidus. So, but I wouldn't say like the OG8.
My main issue with newer frames is that the Prime variants don't look as fancy when the regular version already looks like a Prime frame. That's fair. That's kind of fair, because like when... I'm sorry, I still look at Octavia Prime and go, where's the Prime?
I can get behind that.
I can say that some of them are really good. Like, I think Avara... No, but actually, Avara's Prime frame is really good, but then Avara's really good anyway.
Yeah.
Very alien / strange / inhuman designs of Warframe and Grineer troops is what made me interested in the game. Nowadays, it's more like Japanese demons / comic book superheroes mix, which is not bad, but somehow looks more generic. I would say that, yeah, like, I mean, like the Excalibur, it's kind of undersold what it is, I suppose. And it's not as show-stopping. So you go, like, you look for the little details. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the problem is people don't want to see a Warframe or like a superhero that is just some fat podgy guy wearing a t-shirt and tracksuit bottom.
Hey,
like I think that. What?
No, just joking.
But I do feel that there needs some. Not everyone wants to eat steak every day.
So I'm imagining someone do some fan art of like somebody watching 10 o'clock and it's Grendel in a t-shirt. He goes, "Hey!" Sorry, yeah.
But no. But still, like I again, that's why Grendel's like one of the great ones, because he is this big, fat, stocky guy, right? But there are some that, like, I mean, I certainly don't want, like, as I was trying to say, I don't want to eat steak every day. I would like to have some variety, and seeing some Warframes more in the old style of the original 8. I would like to see that.
The old, sleek and smooth design with no purposeless details was very Tenno-like. So it gave to me the idea that the Tenno really focused in their more organic design, opposed to the opulent Orokin style. I think that the intricate Warframes are great, but it would be awesome if they did the same thing that they did with Gauss, making Warframes being complex only when there is an in-law reason to do so. I do not know what Gauss's law is. Do you know Gauss's law?
No. Yeah, I do. But the whole point is that what they're not talking about the in-law stuff. They're talking more like the aesthetic of his abilities.
Oh,
right. So it's just
no. They said there is an in-law reason to do so. As if his law.
They are saying that, but that's not what they mean.
Oh, okay.
Right. His law has nothing to do with why he's a fast runner. That's like, that's his law. Right.
Okay.
So it makes sense that he has like jets on his limbs.
Right. Okay.
But no, you see, I don't think that's good enough, right? Because then you can say, oh, well, this one's fat because it eats a lot. Like it's more. Yeah. To me, it's more satisfying when you have a Warframe that eats a lot that wouldn't give you that perception.
Right.
Right. These things are supposed to be ninjas. They're supposed to be minimalist. They're supposed to be hidden. Having a bright neon sign on them isn't going to help matters.
Says the fact that I can go down to the arsenal and turn it pink. And everything pink! But anyway, okay.
No, but even though you can turn it pink, right? Excalibur, by his nature, is still minimalist. Whereas Warframes like... I hate to say this, Hildryn are not minimalist.
I'd say Hildryn is, though. Hildryn's quite minimalist. She's just stocky gal. There's nothing about her that screams what she does. Like, I mean, Protea has, like, the pack on her back and things, and Lavos is covered in tentacles whipping everywhere. Hildryn isn't. Hildryn's just big.
Okay, fine. Lavos, whatever.
Yeah,
but
Lavos,
the whole point... Well, I mean,
or Zaku.
The point is that Hildryn... Yeah, or Zaku. Like, the point is they cannot escape their physical presence. Right? Their physical presence finds everything about them. Whereas Nova, right? you look at Nova and like, I don't know what she does. You have to learn her abilities. Whereas you look at Hildren, like, she's a strong woman.
Yeah, but that doesn't lead into her abilities. She's shield based. She doesn't have glowing shields emanating off of her the whole time. Yeah, Lavos is a better example, I think. Or Zaku.
Okay, Lavos,
with
Lavos,
intricate
those
widgets and thingies flying and snakes coiling and blah, 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 blah,
Yeah. But again, like, the whole point I'm trying to make is I would like to see some minimalist designs for Warframes. Even though the deluxe skins, they're going to go ham. Let them.
Yeah.
But
okay. Well, I still think I would like to see. I think what do people used to call it? I remember a while ago people did like proto Warframe designs. I'd love to see a range of those.
Yeah.
And proto Vaults, no.
Yeah.
Moving on. Moving on. Yeah.
So was that the last response?
That is the last response. Let us move on now. That is the end of. Oh, we have to move. End of topic 2.
Right. So thank you very much for this topic. If you wish to listen to the full episode, you can go into the link in the description, or you can click on the end slate. Unless you're viewing on your mobile or Chromecast, you definitely can't do that. In the full episode, we cover things like memes, community shout-outs. We go over the responses from last week's episode. Loz reads every response, so feel free to leave a comment in the description below. Please like and subscribe. Hit the bell, because if you don't, you're not going to hear about the episodes coming out. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, simply so that when we have guests on, we can shout them out. We can actually link people to their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything else to add to that.
No, that's it. See you all in the main topic,
right,
or the main.
Yeah, and
see you next time.
Yeah, right.
Moving on.
Bye.